Alright, welcome. I'm Pronago. This is the Fenix, created by Desler in 1999. Far cry from what we have today, but it's all they had back then. This is all they had. Unscheduled Rendezvous. Gaylorn and Sandalas travel back to Earth to recover the UED fleet. Now, this deserves special notion, I think, because we are a scant few maps away from the end of the campaign. There's only 25 maps included. Some of them have been cutscenes or very short, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm approaching the platform's coordinates. I will recall you once I am over a safe area. Great. You've been a real thrill during this. And if you are unfamiliar with the word sarcasm, I'll gladly enlighten you. Wow, Shindalas. I am an exciting person. Just yesterday, I flew my ship over a mineral formation, hovering just 10,000 feet above it. Oh, sure, 10,000 feet. Lots can happen at that altitude. Maybe the minerals might suddenly start flying up in the air and travel, 500 feet? A lot can happen. We're approaching the platform. Stand by for recall. What was the purpose of that exchange? Like, think about why people write dialogue. Why do you write dialogue? What is the purpose of it? It's to communicate something to the audience. So you're communicating something related to a character, perhaps? Something in game design, you tie dialogue in to communicate something related to plot, or further the narrative, or explain like a situation that's going to happen in the campaign, or in the mission, in the level. There's all sorts of different things that you can do, right? So what did that scene communicate to us? Nothing. It communicated to us that Desler doesn't know how to write dialogue in 1999. That's all it communicated to us. So we've got to leave these two idiots alive. I don't know why. They should just be gotten rid of. Why are we stopped here? Why are we stopped here? We're going away for the fleet. Then we'll head back for Shakuras full speed. This platform brings back memories. I remember when I was just a junior officer hanging out in this area. I understand. There are places back on Ire that bring me the same memories. Mr. Kiner, I was passing over them steel-plated thingamajiggers and I saw some trespassers, one Protoss vessel and a UED officer. Looked like an admiral, but I couldn't tell. I should have said thingamagiggers. That would have been more accurate to the way it was spelled. Attacking us again already, and only sending a single admiral. Huh. What's he going to do? Bore us to death? Wow. Such a guile from Mr. Kiner. Is it Kiner? His first name is Hex. This is very interesting. Why would they send a single admiral with no backup here? We just captured this platform, and we'll be damned if we give it up now to some negotiating admiral. No one defies the Brothers of Light clan. Oh boy! A clan! Clan! In fucking space! The UED is routing us a transmission. Stand by. Yeah, you know what would be helpful? If you used the transmission trigger action. Sandalas, are you there? Hey, Montoya, haven't talked to you in a long time. How are your children doing? You know, have some respect for your audience. There are people trying to play this goddamn piece of shit. No time for small talk now. The platform you were on was recently attacked and overtaken by a clan calling themselves the Brothers of Light. Had we known, we would have directed your arrival to another platform. I'm afraid even as we speak, they are cutting off your escape routes. We're sending the fleet to help you out, but most of our fleet won't be ready for another 2 hours. We'll send what we have to help you out. If they won't be ready for another 2 hours, why are we here 2 hours early? I copied that, Montoya. Send over some SCVs. Maybe we can help your fleet out from on board the platform. Acknowledged. The SCVs are en route. Sandalas, most of our fleet is being chopped up by the platform's automated defenses before it even reaches the platform. If you knock out the generators, we can easily retake the platform.
Tell me what to do.
Amazing. Mr. Kiner, under accordance with Section 10, Paragraph 5 of the Earth Anti-Pirate Law, you are ordered to surrender your forces, drop your weapons, and come peacefully to Earth for imprisonment. This is interesting. This doesn't look like parallax. What is this? Oh, it's a unit. It's a psi emitter. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking not a chance. Oh yeah, did I mention we're not moving? Take your best shot. Wow. What an edgelord. I was hoping you'd say something like that, Kiner. I'll force this move in. You know, it's funny because Kiner is spelled differently than the way that he spells it when he's pronouncing shit. Senor Sandalas, let us celebrate this reunion with the destruction of a rogue faction. Let's start building a command center right away. If I remember correctly, there should be some resources to the south. Alright, well, first let's turn down our fucking game volume, because it's a little loud.
Going my way.
Unfortunately.
Go ahead, HQ.
You lead, I follow.
No.
The ship will move when you get
You
it.
lead,
Oh
I
my
follow.
god, do I have to disable the fucking unit responses again?
Go
I
ahead,
might.
HQ.
I
On
may
board.
have to.
Going my way.
Or just select Miko all the
These
time.
will be good hunting.
Miko
I was
Deco,
thinking
my Nico.
These will be good hunting.
Where the hell is the,
I was thinking
Alright, here we
Go
go.
ahead, HQ. Strap yourselves in, boys. I read you.
Alright, so this is one option for expansion.
Report for duty. Yes, sir. Roger
This is a ship.
Don't
Input
speak.
coordinates.
You are not allowed.
You lead, I follow.
Hi. You know, it's not bad enough
me
that
what
they
to
had
do.
to have
Did someone page me?
suboptimal edits.
You lead, I follow.
I think they also are just... I don't know, man. I don't know.
Affirmative.
It's just a disaster.
Job finished.
Oh,
I
man.
read you. Orders received.
Yeah, I think I might have to disable the, Is the unit speech?
I'm waiting for the orders.
No. There we go. Much better. Okay. Well, let's use Gaylorn to scout around. Figure out what's going on here. It's got same abilities, same costs. Oh! They're not very happy. Let's get Miko over here. We've got enough shields on Gaylorn that I feel like we can take this early pressure and not really worry too much about it. Unless that happens. Oh shit, Miko's the most worthless one of them all. I forgot about it. Hold on. We can launch this video again. Holy shit, why is he so fucking garbage at everything he does? Oh, Gaylorn's slowly getting attacked. Do we have Restore already? No. Can you do something, please? Alright, should be able to do this. Let's just climb up here. We've done it. We should be able to easily get rid of them. Gaylorn's back as well. We'll take out some of these missile turrets. Oh shit.
Your forces are under attack.
Well, we won't be able to kill the barracks, but that's fine. We should be okay here.
SCB good to go, sir.
There we go. And then we'll just keep our units cloaked safely. And I guess we'll wait for money for more reinforcements. But yeah, so far we're pretty good. Actually, I think if we keep our non-Miko units cloaked, that would be better. Because what will happen is Miko will take the brunt of the attacks. Our infantry won't die immediately from like focus fire or something if the AI decides to do something like that, and Gaylorn won't take any more damage. So this seems like the right move. Phoenix, we're like 18, I think. So we'll just do that.
SCB good to go, sir.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. We've done it. Oh boy, we're getting attacked by quite a few of these Brothers of Light clan members.
SCB good to go, sir.
So, we don't start out with any upgrades for Gaylorn, which is a little unfortunate. Holy fucking shit.
SCB good to go, sir.
They have Rambo'd their way across the map just to do that. What a bunch of goobers. All right, let's. I don't give a shit about that burning building. I'll leave that to Trigger Vorgaz and everybody else who's OCD. I don't think they'll have rebuilt these defenses. You never know with the AI in this game. They have launched an attack, but given the sort of insecurity of our position, I don't know if it's a good idea or not to start aggressing. Grab another supply depot. This is for...
SCB's good to go, sir.
Oh yeah, we should be good. Alright, so we can just hit these units slowly. Obviously we can heal Miko as needed.
Your forces are under attack.
You are a true lunatic. Attacking a missile turret while getting hit in the head with a tank. By a tank, I guess. Alright, well we've done that. We'll just back him out now. Get a couple more Marines, a couple more SCVs. We're going to need another supply depot as well. We're getting a second barracks early on. I feel like that's a good idea. Okay. And one of our medics is very low on energy, so hopefully she can conserve some of that while we order up an academy. What the fuck? Oh, academy's 200 fucking minerals in this patch. Jesus Christ, what was Blizzard thinking with their first couple of patches for this game? We're making a run on them now. So I guess maybe the UED will attack a couple of times over, just in general. Hopefully this will cause enough of a disruption to be somewhat significant. Unless they do stupid shit like this where Desler's using triggers to like manually order them to take shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. That might just be like a periodic trigger that does, it checks for like strategic suicide things or something, or random suicide missions. They're just gonna get locked down. So the red is a fully fledged AI. I thought he might have just had a forward base here, but it looks like he has his own like full-fledged base. Will he even take out one missile turret? Probably not. Yeah, especially if he's gonna get locked down. That's pretty embarrassing. Good use of resources there. Let's get some medics. Let's not be retards. These guys are not upgraded as of right now. Let's get Gaylorn over here. Just try and salvage this operation. Alright, Galen. I didn't mean by way of letting you die. Okay, so we'll put that bunker back. It looks like we really just need gas and then a factory at some point. Let's put an engineering bay back behind our stuff so that we can start upgrading, because I want to have a steady upgrade advantage over these guys. That would be the most ideal situation to be in. And then if we put on like one tank here, I'm fairly confident that with like one tank, 2 bunkers, and a few missile turrets for detection, we will sidestep any serious threats. And then we could just get a small bio ball going with like tanks and Goliaths eventually being what we transition to. We've got U-238 shells now. We'll get Caduceus reactor at some point just so that we can keep a steady heal going for Miko. And yeah, I think this will be a pretty. You know what? This is as much as I complained about this campaign so far. I actually am liking the look of this mission so far. We got like an AI ally. Yeah, they're spawned in. It's nothing too sophisticated. But I do think that it's important to give credit where credit is due, and so far this is not shaping up to be a half-bad map. You know, somebody pointed out, I think it was CR12, some of the concepts in this campaign have been fairly interesting. They just haven't been executed very well. And I think that's also important to note, right? Giving credit where credit is due in that respect. So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a big bad thing to appreciate some of the Fenix's levels. Like, I was talking about the first 2 levels feeling pretty interesting, and then you know, we got a downhill spiral with that 4th map that was like a 256 by 256 map, but it's just a microsection. There was no real macro to it, and none of it felt like it was introduced very properly or anything like that. So that was sort of weird.
Not enough
Oh yeah,
minerals.
the turrets are 100 in this batch. we're getting attacked again, but it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, you know, there's definitely been a variance in terms of the quality that we've encountered on this map. That is veritable. Let's just go ahead and repair this while we get a machine shop here. And then we will indeed get some tanks for defense. Let's just get some Marines in the meanwhile, since we can spend the money. We'll probably leave one SCV near there for repairs, and then I'll just drop a missile turret back here. It's a little unfortunate having to spend so much extra cash on like 25 minerals extra for every missile turret than what I'm normally used to, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. But you know, whatever. We'll just grab a tank and then grab an academy. I guess this guy can go back to doing his thing, mining, for the time being, until I pull him off for the armory. Alright, and that should keep our flank safed, protected, and all that good stuff. For the time being, at least. Some people like to leave SCVs over here in a pinch. I'd like to think that once my... let's see them shake this off. Yeah, okay. They will definitely shake it off. I promise you. Look at you, targeting those machine shops. Real good stuff, man. Alright, Red has tier 1 upgrades. I imagine it's the same script running for most players, judging by the tech that's available to them. So, let's keep that in mind here. What was I in the middle of saying? Oh yeah, I don't think our defense will be so poor that we'll necessarily need to have... Like, I think we'll have time to do some stuff.
Upgrade complete.
Especially once we get more upgrades in. We'll at least be on par with them in terms of the upgrades they have. Oh no, Red has more upgrades, in fact, than the other AI. Looks like. Maybe we were right to start putting pressure on him before the others. Alright, let's start rallying to Miko. No, they're definitely going to get restoration. We'll leave a couple medics behind for that purpose. And Miko will be okay at dealing pretty good damage to structures and buildings, and until we get more tanks to serve that purpose as well, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Let's get some more supply depots since we were just requested, and then we'll just rally that guy off. Alright, we've got a Goliath here, just in case of anti-air, and then we still have that comm set, which I have deliberately not used because I'm trying to just wait until and see if these AI get ghosts at any point. These guys have 1-1 upgrades as well on their mech units, so yeah, Red seems to be the bigger threat, at least so far. Okay, so why don't we order up another Goliath? More supply depots. And Goliath. We got the research complete that tells me that restoration is now available. I don't really want to use it since it's... Oh, it's only 50. For some reason I thought it was more. Miko's down blind. Hopefully that's not too big of a deal, but I can restore it if necessary. Okay, you guys are getting a little kooky. I'll just wait to restore that guy until he's been locked down again. I think he's not long for the world. This base is set up in a peculiar fashion. Not a lot of maneuverability, so I'm not surprised that we're not meeting too much resistance, but they also don't seem to have a lot of production either. I mean, they have production, but they're not using it. Let's just get more units in general, get more supply depots. They're in a weird spot, I know, up at the front, but it's just going to distract, like, any vultures, like speed vultures, or any units that are going to come in and try to attack this stuff. We can, you know, our tanks can give them a piece of their mind. A piece of them, boy. Let's get them off of the... This is hilarious. Let's get them off of the...
Complete.
I'm going to take these two SUVs and start establishing a colony because I need some extra space for...
Upgrade complete.
More tech and stuff. Let's see if we can just liberate this area. I think they're basically done. It doesn't look like they have another barracks. It may have been literally their only barracks, which is hilarious. That's the case. So let's move these guys out of the way. you, my friend, are going to build a starport so we can start getting
Upgrade complete.
this shit ready. Is the Charon boosters that came in, or are they Charon boosters? It's showtime. Wonderful. Your Valkyries, well, at least they'll take care of that Valkyrie, I guess. Oh, never mind. Those Valkyries are not super, they're not too interested.
Base
Wait,
is under
although,
attack.
never mind. I thought the yellow guys were our allies. Hey, you know what? The UED is magically white. Maybe Desler figured out team colors. I don't know. Might be too early to hope for that. Okay, so you guys just, I'm gonna start training a bunch of SCVs out from here.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, we got this. It's pretty easy. This is, where most of our forces are concentrated. So, this is probably why the AI has chosen to attack
Base
us.
is under attack.
That's taken care of. Base is under attack. Oh, remember when I said our depots would be fine? Apparently I was fucking lying. So we'll just keep training us
Your forces are
there.
under attack.
Whenever I see the Marine portrait, I think of Rawflesh. He's a very loyal subscriber of mine. He's been around for a while. Let's go ahead and wipe out the red guys, last of the reds. So let's get a science facility. Man, changing hotkeys in Remastered to make things more reasonable, probably one of the worst ideas I could have had. Because now everything's fucked up and different. Okay, come on, keep making some SCVs for me.
Complete.
Alright, do we really want anything? I guess I'll make another dropship for safety, but I don't think it's necessarily, like, super important. Yeah, since we'll have the emetic energy, we can use restore and Nika to make sure he's not like caught without any other units and then he gets fucked. Let's make some more tanks, more of these. We're not really spending a whole lot of our money. I guess I'll get the optical flare upgrade, even though I'm sort of low on gas. That's probably a mistake.
Additional supply
I
depots
was waiting for
required.
that. So you are gonna come here and make some depots.
Something's in the way.
Yeah.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay.
Job finished.
Alright, you and you go start harvesting that gas. We'll oversaturate it a little bit because I think it needs to be. And then it looks like they're starting to attack us down here, which again makes sense given the concentration of our forces. We're doing covert ops. And,
Job finished.
supply depot. And supply depot.
Job finished.
Most of the reason I'm getting the covert ops is actually... I will nuke because I don't think it's used very often. And I think nukes are pretty powerful. So it might be cool to see something different than like battlecruiser spam or something. But I also don't feel like upgrading my
Complete.
air units a lot when I've spent so much time
Good to go, sir.
and invested so much cash into
Base is
the
under
ground
attack.
upgrades. Seems like it might be a little unnecessary, so we'll just invest that same cash into ghosts instead. Okay, so I don't know what's happening over here.
Your forces are under attack.
They still don't have upgrades. Tanks are just that bad at killing infantry.
Good to go, sir. Job finished.
So we are
Your forces are under attack.
still making our way over here. We are going to set up a barracks here so we can
Good to go, sir.
reinforce this area. I'll set up a tank here. You're gonna repair this guy. You're gonna repair that guy.
Your
You guys are
forces
gonna keep
under
making
attack.
stuff. You are gonna sit here. And you are gonna start making turrets. We sort of have to protect this investment here. And do a bunch of other silly shit. Repair that guy. And then we'll just... Okay. Preparing our main fleet for the attack. Destroy those generators and we'll attack. I don't know where the generators are. I've destroyed an entire enemy base.
Good to go, sir.
Oh, and apparently I cleared this out too, without even looking. That was probably dangerous. Let's drop a save before we forget.
Job
So
finished.
we're setting this stuff up. Set up another set of missile turrets. We get a Mobius reactor for when we start training ghosts. And then we'll drop a nuke silo here. Hotkey that. Forget about it. And I guess I'll train a Wraith. I don't know why. Just because. Put a bunker there.
Your forces are under attack.
Nope. Unfortunately, my Marines are rallied into the wrong direction. Let's rally them over here. What is going on in this direction? Some stuff's happening. Oh yeah, I never restored Miko. Didn't that restore? These guys don't seem to have medics. Interesting. Let's lock down a few of these tanks. We don't really want to have to worry too much about those. I guess we'll put our own tank into siege mode.
Your forces are under attack.
We'll even send this Wraith over, because why not? Okay, you, get out of the way. I guess we'll go ahead and drop a missile turret here as well. And you know what? Since we're in here, in the business of setting up like a forward base, basically, I'll set up a factory.
Want a piece of me, boy?
And then you guys just hop in that bunker. I don't know how important that will be. Hey, the Wraith lived. I honestly just expected to come back and have it be completely gone. We'll use Stim Pack. Why not? And then more Marines. I have these hotkey. I don't know why I keep coming back there. And then, where is my
Base
factory
is
here?
under attack.
Make more tanks. More Goliaths.
Upgrade complete.
Gonna get more of these upgrades, sure. Yep, get 'em. That should be tier 3 upgrades, I'm pretty sure, for
Your forces are under attack.
the fuck out. Do that. We got 2 extra Marines here, sure, we'll make them tail Nico. You guys, I mean, sure, just shoot that. Eventually they'll be forced to come out. What are they even doing?
Your forces are under attack.
That's fine. Alright, attack. Come with us, tank. We will slowly trickle our way through. This is... I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing. But this vulture is just hanging. I like how the firebats don't even get considered as units to use until after the... That seems like it would have been patched out by now. I feel like... Well, I am playing technically on 161, so I guess not. It's a pretty big... oh, here's the generator. Is that Hex Kiner guy still there? Yeah, he doesn't have crazy stats either, so... Seems like I should just be able to start sieging up over here, taking the stuff down. Yellow's mostly taken care of. Yeah, it was a pretty... You know what? If this is the end of the map, I'm actually fairly satisfied with it. In the context of, like, by itself, you know? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense as... Like, oh, this is, almost the end of the fucking game. Oh, that's Heck. I didn't even fucking... Well, he's dead. Bye. Nice character.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, my forces are under attack, so what? I'm gonna need a lot more tanks. Let's go ahead and unsiege these guys. We even built a oh yeah, we need to get that stuff going. Oh, we can't build ghosts. Why can we build nukes but not ghosts? Come on! What the fuck? This is bullshit. We can upgrade ghosts and everything. We can get a covert ops. You know, the thing that's required for them. Okay. I guess the idea of the UED coming in is like, oh, you don't have to wipe the map of enemy dots. We may still have to, and then the fleet is like support or something. But at this point, I think there's only orange. Is there another faction over here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Did I order up more tanks? I think I did not. Alright, we didn't really use Galen. It's fine. Totally okay with it. Alright, see you later.
Your forces are under
The generators are down. Commence attack. All forces. Wow, what a victory. Oh, and that took me half an hour. That's an actual video. Holy shit, that's crazy. You know what? It was very rough around the edges, but that map was better than a lot of the other maps we've had to play. And if it just had a few more challenges and the AI behaved a little bit more intelligently, it would basically be a complete map. I mean, I would like the mission objectives to be somewhat different as well, like have something a bit more unique than just destroy this thing in the middle of the map. And the character had no fucking depth to it at all. He was like, oh, we're leading this holy light clan or whatever. I don't even remember what the fuck the clan was called. Brothers of Light. It's right in front of my face. I can't remember it. Yeah, so that. But then we just absolutely destroyed them, so I don't fucking know. Alright. Well, I'm Pernigo. That was the 18th mission of the Phoenix. It wasn't that bad. That's all I have to say about it.